Good afternoon, my beautiful, remarkable people. Happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing today? I am absolutely marvelous because every day that I'm alive is a day that God give me a chance to come here and share my wisdom and also to change one person at a time. So basically, today, when I was reading, I read a lot and, I follow all my mentors and stuff, and I take classes with Jay Shetty. And, every day I'm increasing more of the knowledge and everything that I feel to share with you guys. So basically, love is the silent power between all things. What this means that love is powerful, guys. Because without love, you won't be here. Without love, you won't be born, you won't be raised, you won't be in this earth. So power equals love. It comes together. It stays together. So basically, love is the silent power between all things. What equals that? It doesn't matter all the things that we go through life. We go through so much turbulence. We go through so much trials, so much challenging days and time in our life. But then if you put love in everything you do, if every day you continually putting a little bit more love from the moment that you wake up to the moment that you go to sleep, that little love, that little seeds of love, it continue growing beautiful, perfect, shining, a masterpiece. We as humans, we think about so much, and we trying to figure out how complicated love can be. A love for the mother, a love for the father, a love for a child, a love for your significant others, a love for your friends, your family, a love for the work, a love for what you do. Love has many ways, many different meanings. It's like a tree. You guys have to imagine a beautiful tree, guys. Every branch is totally different than the other branch. Every leaf is totally different in every single branch. When you're thinking that love is just made for you, that you don't know what is love, or you're being hurt for your significant other, or you're bitter because you have a sour taste in your mouth about the previous relationship that you have with someone. I get it, guys. I understand. We all go through that. Because you know what? Real love, the power of finding a real love, a commitment for the rest of your life and beyond, is imaginable. It's something that you have to every day work on it. The reason I say every day, because people completely forgetting about every day is a new opportunity for you to love something more. Starting with yourself, to trying to forget your family and friends, to trying to walk away from whatever doesn't serve you. We keep forgetting that we create love. God gave us love from the minute that He sacrificed Himself for us. He gave us all, everything that we have here and more. He understands that when He made us humans, it was not going to be a perfect thing. He gave us 100% of freedom to choose the right thing or the difficult thing. But one thing He actually did by proving his love to every single of us is that love is pure, it's magical, it's perfect, it's powerful, it's unique. It's something that you cannot replace with hate. It's something you cannot replace because you don't want to be there anymore. Because when it's real love, guys, it will never die. It will never die. It will never fade. It will never walk away from your mind, from your heart, from your soul, from your thoughts. Because since you wake up in the morning, you're already in love with what you see. You're in love with life, with your family, with your friends, with your job, with everything that you wanted to achieve that day. Some of us do have an agenda. Some of us go through the day as we go through the day. But you always have to put 100% of your love in everything you do. Did you want it to achieve happiness? You had to put love on it. Did you want it to be healthy? You had to put love on it. Did you want it to smile more? You had to put love on it. Did you want it to find family or friends that they may be not there anymore for you? You had to put love in it. Don't expect you want to have love back again, because you know what, sometimes you don't know what that person went through. You might be judging, you might be saying, oh, they don't call me, they don't visit me, they don't talk to me, so I'm going to forget about them. They're not my family anymore, or they're not my friends anymore. That's not it, right? Why you don't put yourself in that person's situation? Why you don't put yourself in that person's shoes and say, okay, maybe they're going through something. Maybe they're going through something mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Maybe they go through some kind of depression, some kind of anxiety. They can go through many things. But as humans, we're so easy to judge and say, hey, they don't love me anymore. I understand, guys, very clearly. You cannot force love. You cannot make somebody to love you. You have to love yourself first of all. Every day you have to say to yourself, I love you. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. I love you because you have this shield, this body that you live in me, use to be human in this earth. And I'm alive and I'm healthy and I have my family and friends. But a lot of people got confused with love. A lot of people, they demanding love. A lot of people, they beg love. A lot of people, they don't see love because maybe it's the way that they grow up. Maybe it was the way that they got raised. Maybe they got raised in a beautiful, loving environment, but they decide when they grow up, they're not going to apply that to their life. And it's not their parents' fault. Our parents, also as parents, we're trying the best for our kid. We're trying to give them a good education, matters. We're trying to give them morals. We're trying to give them belief. You're trying to put all that beautiful love that's only a parent can feel for the kid. And then they grow up and they do different life and they do different things, and you maybe get disappointed, maybe you have some high expectation, and you just have to realize that you're dealing with another human being. Another person who has different personality, they have different beliefs, they have different thoughts, they have different ways to see things, because no one sees your life through your eyes. You see through your eyes, you only see your life, what is around you. You don't see through your eyes, you cannot see through your kid life, to your husband life, to your significant other. You just can't see that because they are completely different. I want you to realize how loved you are in this earth. I want you to realize that the first love that you have, it was God. And then the second love that you have is your parents. And then the third is your family and friends. Love is not perfect. I never, since the day I'm born, I never like to be and to think and to act in a perfect way. I don't need perfection in my life, because perfection, it got you blinded. When you think you're perfect, you know you're not perfect, because we are full of fault. We are sinners. We are completely different than everybody else. But at the end of the day, everything that you go through, every tear, every sorrow, every grief, every pain, every misunderstanding, everything that you go through that you think you are not going to go through, love and faith, it will survive you. It will hold your hand, and when you think you're actually drowning, He's going to pull you back and say, I got you. Why he got you? Because you're one of his kids. Because he will never, ever leave you alone. God never stopped loving us, guys. It doesn't matter if we do something that is not correct with him, or we do something that you know in your heart is not the right thing to do, but then you decide you want to do it because you feel like you want to do it. But then at the end of the day, always, God is always there for you. He loves you unconditionally. He loves you with your faults. He loves you with your bad humor. He loves you with your bad temper. He loves you with the lack of love that you have for you and for yourself. And a lot of people, they're continually forgetting about that. For me, God is everything in my life since I was a little girl. It had to influence a lot. My parents influenced that a lot because since I was a baby, they take me to church. They show me how to do. They show me what God is, how beautiful God is in our life. And when I became an adult, I continue carrying that legacy because without God in my life, I don't want to be alive anymore. It will be scary. I will be lost. I will be in dark ways. I will have no way of doing anything in my life because without the love of God, I always say to my family and friends, whatever happened in life, one thing that I have, not a fear, I cannot call it fear, but one thing I have a little hesitation of is life stop loving me. If God would have stopped loving me, I'd rather die because I feel like I don't have no purpose in life to continue going on. The purpose, the love that I have for life without God, what I'm going to do without God in my life. And a lot of times, you're trying to talk about people, you're trying to introduce people to the beautiful thing, which means God, what he do for us, what he continue to do for us in every single day. And they get upset. They get upset, they call you crazy, they call you all kind of names, or they talk behind your back about, oh, this person always preaching God. I'm not preaching God to nobody. I'm not forcing God to nobody. I am just telling you my life, what I believe, what I love, what I go through, in my good days, in my difficult days. But at the end of the day, I know the love that God has for me and my family is legendary. It's a priceless thing that I don't want to lose. So when they say love is a silent power between all things, they wasn't joking. Because love, when you do everything with love, everything looks better. Even food, when you're cooking the food and you put all your love in there, or all your heart and soul into it, the food that you're cooking, it tastes like heaven, literally. Why? Because it was a little bit of love in there with you. If you cook the food and you're pissed off and you have so many things in your mind that you're entitled to, because we're humans. We just have to work on the personal growth every day. That way, when you go to the level of lack of energy, lack of love, lack of believing in yourself, that will actually step up and say, hey, I got you. That mentality, it will change. Your mentality of you cannot do it, it will become, I can do it. Everything is possible. With God in my side, I will be unstoppable. And that's the way you have to live, and that's the way you have to go through life. Look your life in the perspective of love in everything you put in your life. Just continue putting some love on it. I understand. I got you. A lot of people, they're thinking right now, looking at me, you're crazy. How do you say, I'm going through hell right now? And continue smiling, continue believing in God, and continue on, and continue loving. Because just because you have a trial, just because you have something in your life that hits you down and it knocks you down the floor, what are you going to do? You're going to continue crying and still on the floor? Or you're going to get up and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, sure. You knocked me down. I wasn't ready for you. But I'm going to, with God by my side, I will knock you down, and I will stand up, and I will continue growing, not only my faith, but my love to myself and to others, and to spread my life and my freedom, my faith, my belief. And whoever doesn't want to hear it, that's fine. I continue moving on. I continue moving forward. Because moving forward means I'm reaching something. I'm helping. and serving. And if I can serve one person at a time every day, I will change it in a heartbeat. Because not everything is money, guys. Yes, we do need money to survive, to pay the bills and to whatever. But at the end of the day, if you don't have love for yourself, and you don't have love for what you do, and you don't spread the love, and you don't share love for the kindness of your heart without expecting anything back, right there, the love is not real love. It's just convenience. It's just what you can give me out of this. What I'm getting out of this. That I'm getting money? Or what I'm getting? I get it something. But instead of they always think about that has to be money involved, why you don't think about, let me put a little bit more love in here. Let me continue putting love. Because if I put love in here, I will knock everything down. Nothing will talk, nothing will touch me. I will be fearless, unstoppable, powerful person that I can spread everybody my love. I can spread everybody that it's possible to be here. That this life that we have, this paradise that we live in, it's livable. It's achievable. Nothing is impossible, guys. What is impossible is your state of mind, your lack of loving yourself, your lack of loving everybody else, the lack of giving without always thinking I have to get something in return. No, you're not. You don't have to get anything in return, because when you do the right thing, guys, you don't need nothing in return, because God and the universe, it will take care of you. It will take care of you in a way that you will be so impressed and so surprised that you will say, oh my God, if I would have known this 10 years ago, I would be more increasing my faith. I would be more powerful in faith-wise. I will be more blessed. I will have more abundance. I will have more prosperity. I will have better health. But it's never too late. It's never late to say, okay, that was my past. That's what I went through. That's what I'm going through right now. But you know what, guys? I always say, life is a beautiful journey. It is hard. It is difficult. It is a very narrow path to go through it. But you couldn't go through it. If you have faith, if you have love, if you have passion, commitment, sympathy for others, you will be unstoppable. You will reach at the end of the journey. That's going to be a beautiful light waiting for you. And congratulations, because you was a beautiful person in this earth that you contribute to have peace, sternness, balance, peace and love. Not only for you, but for others. So continue to be the way you are. Change what you don't like about yourself. Don't judge yourself. Own it. Own how you are. The way you're thinking, the way you behave, your actions, your ways. And trying to see what you can change for the better. Without criticism to yourself. Without getting mad at yourself because you did this, or you act this way, or you think this way, or you say something that you... Because you know what? We're not perfect. We're full of faults. The only one, you just can work on it. Not to be perfect, but to be better. What can you do every day to get better? What can you do every day to increase your faith, to increase your love to yourself and to others? How can you help other people without always thinking, what is for me? What is for you? The blessing of God, the love of God. What else you want? You're a millionaire. You don't know? You are absolutely a millionaire person. Because when you have God, love, and blessing, and protection 24 hours a day, I call myself a millionaire. Because He is there with me. He is there for me. He's there fighting the battle with me together. I'm not alone. I'm with Him. That's why every day I serve more people. Every day I help more people. It doesn't matter the situation I go through. It doesn't matter hard days I go through. I put all that on the side and I say, how can I help you? How can I serve you today? How can I bring that back to your faith, your love to yourself and to others, And how can I take care of you for you become someone and not beautiful person inside and out that you can actually help others in a daily living. Not help somebody and 5 years from now, then you don't help anybody. Because you're always thinking about you, about what you can get, what you can obtain, what is there for you. What is there for you? Faith, love, God, all that three things. I'd rather have all that beautiful things that have money and have all this luxury, because all of that stuff, when I die, I cannot take it with me. It will not serve me. So right now, I'm helping everything I can from the bottom of my heart, because I love what I do. I have passion for what I do. I want to see a better life. I want to see a better world. I want to make sure there's a lot of love in there. I want to make sure there's so much passion, so much faith, so much belief that we, little by little, together, we will create an army to fight with all this stuff that God is have here for us to see and to realizing, hey, it's happening. It's happening now, and it's going to happen. So guys, love yourself immensely. Love others. Do everything with your kind heart. Don't expect anything back. Your rewarding, your blessing, your prosperity, your abundance, if you have a good heart, it will come to you. You don't even have to do nothing about it. So you guys have a wonderful day. Please take care of yourself. Love yourself immensely. God bless you guys. And until the next video.